The Leif Paralogue. This Paralogue can destroy you if you're not prepared for it. But I'm going to show you some easy tactics to get the speed wing as well as tank these things. Alright, so the easiest way to get the speed wing is to have a flyer who has high speed, ideally with lance power or with good damage. Just fly up to the thief. So I'll actually show the turn where this happens, and you just use Sigurd to canter plus to safety. So I'll go back to here. So the thief will try to escape on the bridge, and there's a specific tile that's safe that you can tank, or that you can escape to. So, alright, so the thief is, see if I can zoom in on this. Alright, so Chloe kills that guy. So as the thief is escaping, you can kind of see him moving down there. He moves here. This is the key spot. He'll always move here. And then what you do is you kill him and then canter to this tile. This tile is out of range of all the archers. This tile is out of range of these ballistas. So that's how you get the speed wing easily. To tank this part, you can slow push this map. You can warp skip this map if you want, but you can also slow push it. So if you want to slow push it, just take a bonded shield and park them here. They will get hit by all 3 ballistas. Each ballista only has 3 uses. So then all you have to do, you can move your other units up. You're going to get like silenced and fractured and stuff. You just sit here. You can just pass turns. And then if enemies start approaching, you can attack them. So this is my 7-man run. So this guy's going for some damage here. I just overrided the line of archers that was nearby. So that's another thing you can do. Override with Rider's Bane. Alright, so now we're just going to tank. Easily tank these. Just have them run out of these ballistas, and you can do this at multiple points. Bonded shield is really good on this map. They're gonna keep spamming stupid staffs, so you know, it's whatever. you can wait till they run out. You can just burn through the ballistas, whatever you want to do. And it's really nice to have a Sigurd unit on a flyer on this map because they can keep attacking things on the bridge and cantering to this spot. And then once you get rid of these, you can move your entire army up and begin pushing the boss. Alright, so we'll just bonded shield again. Alright, this guy is an overachiever. He has a brave bow. Honestly, I don't care that he has a brave bow. I'm going to let him attack me. I'm not too worried. Alright, we'll just kind of like hang out here, I would say. Alright, his so-called brave bow will take a little bit of damage here, but we just kill him. Ideally, you want this to be a damage carry unit that can tank or kill. So in this case, Anna can easily, you know, not get quadded by that brave bow and just kill the guy. And we'll burn through these ballistas and then start pushing up. You can let the map rush you for a bit. There's not infinite reinforcements on this map. They eventually do end, so don't worry about that. But they're going to start to push you. You can just hold this position, and you can force them to wrap around this natural choke point, hit them with 2 and 3 range abilities, as well as park tanks on either side, and just completely turtle the map if you want to do it as easy as possible without risking anything. So that's what I recommend. Eventually the reinforcements will stop, so you can see these are the last waves. They come in 3s. So one thing that I found that's pretty useful, if you have like a thief or a high avoid unit, you can just stick them on a tree here, and it kind of turns into like a tower defense simulator where you're just, you know, defending this position, killing a bunch of dudes. You can also use bonded shield, you can use thieves, you can use whatever tools you need. You can just sit here and just hit them with a bunch of range attacks with magic. Magic is really good on this. The paladins have lower res than defense, especially if you have fast mages. But there's, you know, anti-horse stuff is effective. So you want to deal with these guys. So this is kind of like what a turn looks like here. You have to be mindful of some of these abilities. Some of them will double you randomly because they have these weird abilities that specifically enable them to double. So once you get through the reinforcements, you can kind of just kill all these enemies, and you won't have to worry about Leif attacking you until you start to push into this territory. Now you can tank these with bonded shield, but I believe there's a trigger around here, so Leif and all his horses will dive you. Now one nice thing about the horses is that you can override them if they line up and kill all of them. The single override. So it is possible for them to line up like along this. Then you just override every single horse. So make sure you get your Sigurd charged. Ideally it's on a flyer. So in this case, I'll just have Chloe here kill this guy and get her Sigurd recharged. You also want to take this opportunity to recharge emblems. because Leif does attack you. Another thing is he blows up the bridge after you go to a certain position, and you can still walk over the water, but it reduces movement, so you should be aware of that. For this next part, what you'll want to do is bounce your flyer. So we'll just end turn really quick. This is pretty useful. So I'm assuming you have a dancer, which you should. So we're going to move Chloe here in this case. You could pop Sigurd early as an alternative, but this is for free. I don't have to use an emblem engagement to do this. So we just dance. You can retreat if you want, doesn't really matter. And then this unit now goes and kills a siege weapon. Then you can take this guy out, and you can do the same for the next one as well. This gives you some space to move into, so now you can advance. Alright, now he wants to destroy the bridge. Alright, so we basically just manually triggered the bridge destruction, while also grabbing some space. Now you can still move on this, it's just shoal, so you can still get through there. And if you have a Griffin Knight, you can clear the way and just have people run right through it. Alright, so let's see what kind of formation Leif is going to put us through. Alright, so these are pushing. Sometimes they line up nice, sometimes they don't. It's a bit of RNG. But we can set up kind of like this, just kind of get ready for them. I can set up a bonded shield, I can use Chimera's tanking. Alright, let's see what they do. It depends on the position you get, right? Alright, there's a semi-lineup. Some of them are branching off. Alright, that's a very appealing dive there. Now, I can't get out, but I can bonded shield afterwards, so we're going to do this. I'm going to check all the weapons, just see if I need the Rider's Bane. Alright, I don't need the Rider's Bane, so I'm going to deal as much damage as I can to Leif here. Take out 3 of these, or I'm sorry, 4 of them. Alright, then we canter back here. Then she can bonded shield. Okay, now Leif is here. So Leif is your win condition. If you want to just kill him, go ahead. Really, you just need to tank the Thorons and bait him in, and he's pretty easy to kill. He has high speed, but his res is low. His defense is kind of average, so it depends on what you want out of the situation. He does have Vantage, but in the case of Anna, she's too fast for him to even hit her. I can do some canter combos here to like kill a bunch of these. Get some extra kills. Canter and Goddess Dance are really silly. Alright, we got a big level up there. I have to make sure I'm within range though, because this tree. Alright, I am. Alright, well, Goddess Dance these. Stat boost everyone. Go for some extra kills. Get some free level ups. You might as well. If you have lethal damage on the boss, you should go for extra stuff. Get some bonuses, you know. He has 0% hit rate. I feel bad for him, actually. Alright, so I can just dance Anna and we have this so that we can win. And that's pretty much it for the Leif guide. Now, if you want to get some of this other stuff, like there's like gold. Honestly, it doesn't matter. And then what does this guy have? More gold. Yeah, you can kill these things. It just makes the map harder. You'll want to use like Flyer Squad or Warp to warp in. But once you warp in, Leif attacks you with all those Thorons, so it can be kind of tricky. But with Flyer Squad, with a bunch of A supports on Bonded Shield, you could theoretically slow push into their entire formation, and as long as you don't kill Leif, which he's not that much of a threat. He can quad damage you or quad hit you, which can be a threat. Depending on the unit, some units tank it better than others. If you have high defense, you'll tank him easy. So if you have a bunch of Wyverns, they can tank quad hit, but it's kind of sketchy to kill him or to like get all those other items. I would say just give up the gold. It's 3k, doesn't matter. You can always profit from doing tier 3 welling. But yeah, that's it for this one. Definitely like and subscribe if you found this useful. Feel free to drop a comment, let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.